Yeah, I've been having a hard time with this farm. I fell out of love with flowers. Bad. And I just ripped it right out like an idiot. I'm on my phone, so I apologize for the video quality of this, but one thing I've enjoyed since I decided not to sell daffodils at the flower farm, or farmer's market rather, is getting to see it. Like, this video, these pictures do not do it justice, and getting to pick flowers to put in my house. I thought having a flower farm, I would have way more flowers in my house for me to enjoy, which is the whole reason why I started growing flowers. And you know what I realized? Oh, it smells so good. I never really had a vase of flowers sitting in my house, hardly ever, for just me. And now, like, I'm coming out here at least weekly and grabbing a handful of daffodils to throw in a vase in my office at work, on my desk at home, and in my kitchen. And it's just nice. It's so nice. And it's wet as all get out right here, right now. And that's okay. Walking around and I'm going squish, squish, squish. But, oh, I wish this camera could just pick up how beautiful this is. But yeah, I just realized I had flowers, thousands of flowers, and I never made myself an arrangement. All of it was sold. And taking this break has made me realize that I fell out of love with flowers. I wasn't keeping any for myself. I wasn't enjoying any for myself. I was enjoying giving them to other people, which is great. But the reason I started growing flowers was for me to enjoy. So it's kind of nice to come back and rediscover the love of having flowers in my house for me and not anybody else. I should really be inside resting because I've been under the weather yesterday, and today I haven't felt that great either. But it's March going into April. It's the rainy season, which means if I want to get my Forsythia that I just bought into the ground without having to deal with wet earth, then I gotta do it now. So, you know, who has time to be lazy and not feel good? Not this girl. Grab a shovel. And a sharpshooter. And we're gonna plant a Forsythia because that's the goal, is to plant more plants, more shrubs that I can use for cut flowers in the permanent landscape. Alright, so I picked up this Forsythia at Lowe's, I think, and it's going right here in front of my propane tank. How big do these things get again? Is it like 6 foot? 12. Oh, this is an actual like huge one. It gets up to 12 feet. So let's do some actual measurement. 1, 2, 3. And we'll see. I can see the line that goes from the propane tank, so I don't have to worry about that. And I want to be kind of like almost in front of it, but not quite. And I tried the shovel, and it's not working.
I don't cry when it rains no more, or I get dirt on my shoes. I don't mind climbing 8 more floors, 'cause these stairs are all heading to you. I don't wait for tomorrow's sunshine when I feel it today. And when it's cold in the dead of winter, remember that snow melts away. One more cold drink, one more road.
So I've learned Forsythia So deer resistant is not deer proof. The deer have ate on the other one. So come winter, I may end up putting in T-post to surround these plants to try and protect them from the deer population. I don't know if you noticed, but I have a really big hole here. And the reason is I've been following another gardener / nursery place called J&K Gardening or S&K Gardening. I don't remember, but the name Justin sounds right. I think that's the guy who does it. And I've really enjoyed watching them. I'll put a link down to their YouTube channel and this one in the description below. But he plots, guys, I can't talk. He plants a lot in South Carolina where it's heavy clay soil like mine. And he was talking about how for planting plants in this, you really want a nice big hole so you don't have just a well, and mixing in some good soil amendment with the native soil versus trying to make a deep hole. So that's what we're doing here. And I do want this to sit just slightly above the ground. And I think I have a non-Forsythia plant in here with me. Yeah. Oh, no, that's a Forsythia. Hey, I had another one in here that I didn't know about. Woo! My bad. And I just ripped it right out like an idiot. Oh well. It'd be alright. We're just gonna pack all this back in.
We don't need plans or a fancy agenda. Well, let's just see where it goes. We got no care for the way people stare at the dust and the dirt on our clothes. Hey,
Hey y'all, I'd like to take this time to say thank you to all of those of you who are supporting this channel and this flower farm journey through buymecoffee.com. If you are interested in supporting the channel and seeing videos with Coffee with Jess or Cocktails with Jess where I give updates on what's happening with this flower farm journey long before I post it on YouTube, then find my link for my coffee page down in the description below. And through your support, I'm able to buy the plants, the shrubs, the music subscription, and my Canva subscription that I use to help make these videos possible. So thank you guys once again for your continued support. It really means the world to me. Let's get back into the video.
So here it is. The Forsythia has been planted. I'm not watering it because it is thundering, y'all. It's going to be raining all day tonight and tomorrow. All day tonight. I need some sleep. All night and all day tomorrow, so it's going to get plenty of rain. So I'm not watering it in. I do want to tell y'all what I plan on doing with this channel and with this farm. So y'all know I've been having a hard time with this farm and dealing with it. However, I've talked it over with my husband and I've finally made the decision. It's time to pause the farm. So this year I will not be flower farming. I still would like to grow zinnias and sunflowers and have some bouquets, especially some just to pass out to friends and family. But let me show you what the farm looks like since you last saw it. So this is where all the zinnias and celosa and gumfrena used to be. And then the still covered in weeds part is where everything else used to be. The yarrow, all of that used to be right here. Rudbeckia. So this weekend we're planning on finishing up this project. So I did have lilies bloom and probably get eaten by the deer because I didn't have the deer fence up, and it's still not up, but that's okay. So what is this channel going to do while I have no flowers? We're going to take on a different project in small steps. We're going to work on something that desperately needs some love and attention and doesn't require a whole lot of maintenance at the same time. And that is going to be this. Yeah, So the front yard, that's what I'm going to focus on this season, mainly getting the bones and shrubs put in and coming up with the long-term plan of how to take this from this to, like, okay, it's not going to be gardening, it's so pretty, but beautified within 5 years. I think 5 years to get like a full landscape done for this size would be manageable and reasonable. And speaking of this area, I had my first crabapple bloom and it was so pretty. So let me show you that real quick. I was coming out here to clean out my car, and you know what I just saw? I was looking at my plants, and look at this. My first crabapple bloom. The other one hasn't bloomed at all, but this one bloomed. It's so pretty. I was so happy to have that bloom, guys. I'm really tempted to pull up that Forsythia back here that the deer have eaten on now that it's kind of bounced back. I'm really tempted to pull it up in the fall and move it next to this other Forsythia or maybe somewhere else closer. I'm gonna make a plan, and I'll put a picture of the plan if I get it up, of kind of what I'm thinking. I went on Proven Winners and I ordered some Russian sage and a golden ticket privet, but those won't ship until May. So I really hope that you'll stick with me as we go through this process of changing from farming, full-on farming and going to the farmer's market, to more of a gardener. Let's just kind of step back a little bit, though I still would like to eventually get back into farming and selling at the farmer's market once I have recovered from burning myself out from flower farming. I'd also like to eventually work on this mess. Ugh. And I'd also like to give you an update on the porch of death that my husband said would be dead by now. They're not dead. My petunias that I bought from Lowe's and did, the video of planting them up, they're doing great. Take a look at this. So yeah, they're still living and thriving, if I do say so myself. They're filling in anyway. So hope y'all have a happy Easter. Hope you stick with me through this journey of learning how to do landscape and gardening at a very steady, slow pace. We're not going to burn ourselves out. We're not going to throw in 1,000 plants. We're going to move at the speed of cash, and we're going to move at the let's put the bones in and let's figure out what shrubs can really handle Louisiana heat and provide interest here in the South. Thank you guys as always for your support, and I will see you in the next one.